let me tell you how Amsterdam became the design hub of Europe. And it just took a couple of centuries, actually. So I'm going to tell you in 3 steps. The first step you have to do is to conquer the oceans, right? And they did this with the Dutch India company. And what was the business model? It was bringing pepper from Asia to Europe, right? At the height, the DOC, the Dutch India company, employed more people than Apple employs today. And as a percentage of global GDP, it was 10 times higher. And it also tells you something. No business model lasts forever, right? Okay. Number 2 step you have to do, you have to conquer England. The Dutch are the only country to have ever conquered England, ever. Yeah. How they did this, they assembled a fleet of 400 plus ships, which is twice the size of the Spanish Armada that failed a century before. And they did this invasion without killing almost nobody. And how they did this? They were one of the first countries to fight a PR war. This is the famous pamphlet that the Prince of Orange printed, explaining the reasons of the invasion. It was one of the first mass PR wars. And no surprise, it came naturally to him, because at the time Amsterdam was publishing more than 50% of all the books published at the time. He also had to do some sacrifices, so he had to marry the Maria Stuarda. So, right, and step number 3, conquer the world with pot. I don't smoke, lots of creative people smoke, Steve Jobs used to smoke. Can you imagine the amount of time you can save to these creative types? So that's the 3 steps. Now I'm going to tell you 4 notable contributions of Dutch design to the world. First contribution, they were the first to legalize gambling, high-stakes gambling, the first stock exchange. Second contribution, this is the church of the Redlight District. When the sailors came back from these long trips, they wanted something, and they got it in the Redlight District. And after that, the ones who needed something else, they could find it in the same place. This was a virtuous circle. Number 3, have you ever been to Amsterdam? Have you seen the leaning houses? Well, it took me some years to realize that this was not the result of dodgy Dutch architecture. This was on purpose, and I think the tourist office should explain this. They were one of the first to put function before form, yeah? So it was easy to host things up and down. So that was incredible. I mean, who has the balls to do this? The Italians came up first with the idea, but they didn't make use of it. Number 4, this is the KPN Tower in Rotterdam. In case you cannot see it, this was supposed to be like a K. KPN is the telecom operator. And they were one of the first to put form before function. Yeah, so it's like a statement, like saying, well, we will screw you with our data plans or mobile fees, but we will never let our building fall on you. We don't want to kill value. Then the Spanish tried to copy the concept, but it didn't really work. This is Madrid. And last slide. So I teach design thinking. I teach many workshops, and this is a typical picture of a design thinking workshop after a brainstorming. What happened here, these 4 students from Dartmouth College, they just had the brainstorming, and they put all the ideas they had, all the possible solutions, potential leads, crazy ideas, on the whiteboard. The purpose of this is to share ideas as fast as possible with the hope that by combining some idea together with other idea, they can connect the dots and find a better solution. Yes? This is the core of design thinking, helping people, brains to connect and share ideas. And the key is to let the ideas combine to find a better solution. from the ideas point from the idea side, what you can say what's happening here is that the ideas are using people's brains to evolve on their own. And they're not only using the people's brains, they're using the whiteboard. Yes? So I've done many workshops, and I know that if you have the wrong whiteboard, the wrong post-its, the wrong size of markers, the workshop fails. So today, for the creative space, Amsterdam is one of the best whiteboards you can find, and that's the point of the talk. So thank you very much. I'll see you in Amsterdam.